Do that at the perfect timing too. Did you hear one of the animals already beating on the door?
It's probably Leo.
Is that one?
Yes, you asked me that already.
Well, I don't know if anybody's even here yet. I don't think they are. How do I do this again?
It's early.
I go to what?
I said it's early.
I think I go to what is it? I go to YouTube. No, I can't remember how I do it. I go to like live or something. Shorts. What is this? Here we go. Create. Always go create. Go live. And we are boom. Hello. No. We want to close that. No, close.
You can't close that.
You gotta get rid of this. What? No, that's not what.
Later date. Schedule a streamline for a later date. No, you want to do it now. No, Belton webcam.
What?
I think you did that wrong. You're supposed to hit go live on there.
No, we don't want that. We do not want that. We want, is it stream? That's what we want. Stream setup. I think that's what we're doing, right?
Yes, we're live streaming.
Okay, good. Nobody's here yet. Connecting with software. We want live chat. We're trying to connect it, and there's nobody here, so it doesn't really matter. It looks good though. I think it looks all right. It looks better, even though no one's here. I guess somebody might watch it later. Why is my stream not set up?
Mm-hmm.
Did I do something wrong or something?
I don't know.
It does look a lot better. It looks a lot better than when we had the sitting in front of the TV in the living room.
Oh yeah, it looks way better. It's just seeing my head, the back of my head. Nobody wants to see
I can
that.
barely type with my broken finger.
Nice.
It's not. I'm not doing that. All right, so it's not connecting. So should I do what? What's going on?
Start it over.
Yeah, maybe I should. What is this? Go to manage.
No.
Okay, live. Here we go. I got it. Oh Jesus.
You don't know what you're doing.
There we go. Boom. We're here. I did it. I fixed it. I can fix anything.
No, you can't.
Fix it all. It's gonna go boom. It's gonna be right there.
Is it?
I don't know. It might be.
I don't see it at all.
Oh, we gotta mute it though, because if you don't, it just goes batshit kookamonga. Remember? We did it in there one time with the TV, and it's like, oh, we got it. It's like, woo! Oh, see, it looks all right. That looks a lot more. It looks like we're in a funeral home. It looks like we're in a funeral home, doesn't it?
No.
It looks like, and this looks like, if you just look at this picture, it looks like you're going, I'm sorry to do this at this time. I know this is really hard, but we have to pick out a color of pansy for her casket.
First of all, you don't even know how to do the job, so don't try.
I wouldn't even try.
And secondly,
no normal people would do this job.
I was going to bring in the torchieres, and you said not to.
Listen.
And a torchiere is a lamp that they use in the funeral homes right next to the caskets to help give a soft glow, so you don't actually see.
This looks like somebody died.
The
Look at
face
this shit.
looks like, because people screw up.
This is a room that you would go to a funeral home and they would say, follow me. And you'd walk down this hallway, cloop, clop, cloop, clop, cloop, clop. And you'd walk into a room and you'd sit down and it would look just like this. It'd be like non-sexual. It would be like no committal. It would be everything was kind of neutral. And you'd sit in here for a second and you'd go, this is going to be fucked up.
This is our most respectably priced receptacle.
Respectably, that is such. that is so. And I hear it. I can hear it in my head go, I would do that too. I go, I just came home and I found that they were in a pot and they were cooking. I don't know what. So.
They were cooking in a pot?
Yeah.
Wasn't that in a movie we watched with like a baby was in the pot? It was that TV show. Oh my God, what happened? What?
Something was on me.
Clearly.
No, we saw a show that was a bunch of rednecks. Remember, this guy had been real abusive or something, and he'd like, I think he'd got like killed this black dude or something, and the whole town knew it. And nobody would bust him for it. And that I think it was the kid or the little black chick or something killed the dude, cut him up, cooked him in a stew, and fed him to the city. We watched that movie. Remember? You don't remember that movie?
I don't.
Yeah, it was called.
Ew.
It was something. And look, people were going, man, that was so good. What is that flavor? And she was going, I'll tell you whatever. I mean, it was funny. It was.
Oh, I
Remember
do
that?
remember.
The guy was like super abusive and like killed her husband or her brother or something had happened and he lied to the cops. Cops like, oh, that sounds very plausible. Okay, it's self-defense. Or it was an accident, you know. And how you'd feel, I get it 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I don't think. Ew. No, that would be gross.
In your job, though, are there cops ever that come with bodies? And then does a cop ever show up at the police ever show up to invest, or forensics? Do they ever show up to investigate any kind of stuff, or is it always already done before you get it?
Well, sometimes they call, ask questions. What did the body look like? Or they'll schedule an appointment and come down to look
They'll
at the
ask
body.
you?
Yes,
Wow.
they do.
And if you said
I
something
had a-
like it
I
had a
had
bullet
a-
hole in it,
I had to send pictures one time. I had to actually the funeral was 5 minutes from start, and I was just doing my final little touch ups, and the medical examiner called and said, "Oh, you can't bury that body today because we need to do an autopsy." I was like, "No!"
because they thought foul play.
They thought there was foul play, so we
Whoa.
had to, and I hate saying this, but we had to hurry up and undress the body and take pictures and send it to the medical examiner and dress it back up.
Was it something obvious?
He had bruising, but it was bruising you get from when your blood pools. It was like that.
Like when you die and you lay somewhere for a while?
It's called morbid lividity, but yeah.
We've seen some stuff like that before. Found when older people passed away. That's a bad thing. The first time you see it, you're like, "Well, that's not normal," and it's very normal. And they actually, I've seen people where they died like in their bathroom or their kitchen, and their face laid on the tile, and when they pick them up, you can actually see the tile in their.
Yeah, it is really gross.
Why do you do this for a living and watch the murder, death, kill shows? How does that all go together?
I don't know. I like to try to figure out the murder, death, kill shows, and I do this for a living because it was easier to do than being a medical examiner.
Yeah, I can see that. Remember we have our joke about country music. If you hear country music in a murder, death, kill show, someone is dying directly. Is it murder, death, kill, or is it anything? Any show that you watch, TV show, movie, whatever, if you hear country music in the background, someone is 187 right after that very quickly.
So here's my question. What about real life?
If you hear country
If
music?
you hear country music
and
you listen to country music all the time, oh my God, you're gonna die.
So I was at the chiropractor the other day, and he's like this big muscle dude, Dr. Dylan George. Awesome dude, awesome chiropractor. And I had told him this joke that if you hear country music. So I walked in there, and it was country music playing, and I said, I couldn't get it out of my mouth. I was like, am I going to die? He goes, because country music's playing, right? So he remembered me saying it.
Yeah,
oh, so,
that's probably why he put it on.
Nah.
He probably knew Doug's scheduled to come in at this time on this day. I'm going to make sure I play country music for him.
No, he's a trip, man. This chiropractor that I go to, he does this cupping method where they have like these Middle Eastern cups with like, is there fire on it? What's all
No,
about?
they're not fire. They're just like little like holders.
Where am I getting fire from?
I don't know where you're getting fire
Anyway,
from.
so they put these suction on, they put them in different places on your back, and it changes your metabolism or something. And
no, it helps to the blood flow.
all right.
It's not like like nerve flow, blood flow.
Yeah, it's
all
supposed
that
to do
stuff.
something
It's
like that. It
supposed
seems
to
like
do
it
something
works.
that. It does.
Seems like it works.
It does.
And he's awesome too. I mean, I've had a couple chiropractors down here, and he's really. It seems like there's a difference when you go to him, and I mean directly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I don't even. You know, chiropractic is witchcraft. It's sorcery.
How is it sorcery?
It's listen. Nowadays, fuckery is afoot everywhere. Okay.
Yes, fuckery is.
Luckily,
everywhere.
we have a chiropractor who I don't think he went to school for it until he was like 28 or something.
Yeah,
So
did
he had
something
kind of been
else
in the
for a
real
while.
world for a
Yeah.
while. He wasn't just like some guy born with a silver spoon in his mouth, from what I can gather. He worked his ass off to get where he was at, and he realized that there would be no break at what he was doing unless he got his doctorate. So that's what he did.
What was, you know what I want to do? I want to get a fuckery is a foot doormat for outside.
We could probably get one made.
I want one. This is so great. That way, every time the Amazon people come, they're gonna wonder what's going on. They're gonna be like, "Ooh."
Anytime you have the F word on anything, it makes it cool. My mother didn't even realize it. She used to wear Corella DeVille shirts, and it had that fuck on the back of it. She would be she would be like working in the yard or walking somewhere, and be like, "Nice shirt, Carol. Oh, Doug gave it to me." And when I finally showed it to her and told her what it was, she was like, "Oh, that's creative. Who came up with that?" I said, "I don't know what we used it for. It was a poem that said fucking."
Oh.
And she was like, "Did you come out of that?" I was like, "No." It was almost like she was like, "Oh, you being creative?" I was like, "No, I was stealing." You know, so. But it's a common thing that roadies used to say in the 80s when they were in bands. If it's wet, drink it. If it's dry, smoke it. If it moves, fuck it. If it doesn't move, load it in the trunk.
So it could be a goat, or it could be Bigfoot.
It could be what?
A goat.
What are you talking about?
They move.
Yeah, I literally. Yeah, you're talking about roadies now for bands. You're not talking about the musicians. They're bad enough. You're talking about the roadies now. Do you think fucking a goat would be beyond a roadie?
So
No,
you
roadies
have
would
to
do that,
carry your
and then
own
they would
stuff
brag about
now. Does that make you a roadie and a band member? So do
Yeah.
you have to fuck yourself in the ass?
it. No, that's not even a valid question at this point.
It is a valid question.
It's not, but I am my own roadie. I am. I don't have any help, so that's why I want to have like 6 Marshall stacks on the stage, but my back will only allow maybe a third of one. I may only have like one little thing on. What's Doug playing through?
Little speakers.
Yeah, fuck that. That's not. Go big or go home.
You got to be able to back it up, though.
What are you saying? Are you implying that I can't hold my own on the guitar, Beth? Is that what you're implying?
No, I'm
that if I have
implying
6 Marshall stacks behind me, that I can't make them bitches work.
No, actually, I was implying that you can't move 6 stacks. So, and play guitar, move them twice.
I don't think I can argue with you on that one, because that's
what I'm saying.
When I was playing with freaking King Steel, and we were playing. No, it was Psycho Magnus. That was the one that was and we played a lot. But when I was playing with King Steel,
oh, that's right. I was thinking of that.
yeah, King Steel was good. They were a good band. When I was playing with them, I was only using 2 cabinets and a head and a rack and pretty much, yeah, I was using a full stack and just loading that in, playing 3 sets, singing. I didn't even sing all the songs. I didn't even sing lead vocals at all in that band, just backups. And I sing all lead vocals. So yeah, I'm gonna need a stretcher. That's gonna.
Because you're singing lead vocals. Do they take all singers off stage in a stretcher, or just you?
Singing the stuff that we're playing, and I don't do any screamo shit. It's a lot of work, man. Because not only the playing part's the easy part. Once you get it learned, I mean, it's some of it's hard to play. But I mean, once you get that learned, that's the easy part. The hard part is actually singing it to where it sounds to everybody else how the song goes on the record. It's not really how well you can play it. It's how close it sounds to the real thing.
That is true, because I've heard people at concerts, like live concerts, and I'm like, this band sucks. And then I have to remind myself I paid a lot of money to see them, so it's disappointing.
Here's what's happening now, and I heard a guy say this yesterday. That they went to see it was a chick, it was Kat. What's her name? The one, our buddy, the comedian girl, Kat. Remember the girl from Ohio? She stayed at Bonnie's house. I can't remember Kat's. Anyway, she's a comedian. I opened up for her one time years ago.
The girl with the short hair.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. She went to see Toto, and it was like just all guitar solos. It's like that Steve Lukather guy that was Eddie Van Halen's good buddy. You see me watching him in interviews all the time.
Sure.
Toto, hold the line.
Yeah,
That
I
guy.
know Toto.
So she said she went and saw the band. It was just all guitar solos. He had hair blown out to here, and it was just like it wasn't even the real shit. Even the artists don't sound like the artists. So these cover bands, i.e., me, we kind of need to sound like it did, sorta. You know,
Yeah,
at
that's
least where
true.
people go, oh shit, I know what that is. There's songs that they were playing. She said they were making the endings real long, and all the guitar solos were like quadruple.
Oh,
Well, he's a good player.
yeah.
Yeah, he's a good.
So I know you don't like them, but the guy that now plays, I can't remember the guy's
Journey?
name. Journey, the singer replacement guy. He sounds better than the original guy. He really does, and I'm like,
I
wow.
heard that. Yeah, whenever Journey's, I'm not a huge Journey fan. I'm always a Neil Schon fan. The guitar player, I always liked him. So, until he got crazy.
What does that mean?
He just
How do you-
he had this weird shit with this woman. It's all in the news. It was weird as shit. Do you remember the couple that lied their way into the Obama banquet? The guy and the girl, and they lied their way into I think it was Obama. I'll have to look it up. One of the presidents had a party, and they lied their way into the White House with no credentials. Well, that girl is now married to Neil Schon. She was married to this other guy, this Middle Eastern dude. I guess he was something, and that's how they met. They met at like a concert, and she just went off with Neil. Now they're married. So
It's kind of sad.
I don't. That bothers me. I mean, I know I'm no angel, but the immorality of that pisses me off. That's. I don't know.
Well, what about that nurse here from the hospital?
That's hilarious.
Like,
She did how many patients did she see? Like
4,000. Like
What the
4,000 fucking patients.
how many days is that?
She wasn't licensed. She was drawing blood.
Yeah, but she went to school. She
putting in
graduated.
IVs. She didn't. But she didn't
she
pass
never
the
got her
test.
license.
She didn't pass any.
She didn't take the
tests.
license. She
No,
never took
She
it.
didn't pass the test.
She never took it. No, there was a girl in her class named Autumn.
Yeah, and
So
so
she
she
said
had the
that-
same name.
No, they had different last names. So when she went in, she tried to impersonate that other girl. And they said, why is the names different? She goes, oh, I got married. They said, oh, I'll bring us your marriage license. I read the thing I did at Root today.
Oh my god.
And it said, she said, okay, I'll bring you my marriage license. Well, she never did. She just didn't do
Yeah,
it.
but so they're like, okay, go ahead and keep practicing. No,
For
they would have.
4,000.
They would have stepped. She did it from like January to just recently
She did it for a crazy amount of time.
here in Palm Coast.
Crazy amount of time.
But
before
she
they
was
busted her.
she was doing it somewhere else too. And then she,
You know what's so weird is you would think in the medical field there would be the smallest amount of fraud the other way. There's so much people not paying their bills, and I mean, there's all kinds of shit with the way insurance bills us. We won't go into that shit at all right now because that pisses me off. But it's so weird to hear about the fraud the other way. There's like people that work at pharmacies that are stealing drugs and shit. I mean, I hear about it all the time on the news. It's like criminals are getting sneakier and smarter and more addicted every day. It's crazy. What was the other one I read the other day? Some doctor was prescribing himself shit, and I don't mean just to get high. He was selling the shit to like other hospitals.
because he was making.
He
it
was,
up.
yeah.
He had to pay off his student loans. It's expensive.
This guy was older. I'm gonna assume that his student loans were paid. He looked like he was in his 50s. If you're a doctor, if anybody's watching, if you're a doctor, would your student loans be paid off if you were 50 years old? 28, 38, 48? Yeah. If you're a doctor, would your student loans be paid off if you were 50? I can't ask my brother's a doctor. He's a dentist. But he he made some kind of deal
Yeah.
when
so
he went in.
wouldn't know.
That's, why did he get it? Why? Why couldn't have I gotten? He's just a half a candy. I mean, excuse me. uh, listen, we're just half. You know, we're not even. We don't have the same mama. We have the same dad. Why? Why?
Because you're half a candy.
Why did he get all that? That just shows me that my other side of the family is just the fucking DNA is just why isn't it Greg? He's got this Lebanese and American Irish, and he's a fucking doctor,
It's because he's
Lieutenant Colonel, and I got a redneck, and I'm a fucking frisbee. I don't.
It's because he's Western European.
I mean, it's not even like parallel. It's not even like he's a dentist and I'm like a lawyer, or like he's a dentist and I'm like a marine biologist. He's a dentist and I'm a fucking tadpole. It's like we're not even the same. If they look at our DNA up and say these guys are not related. No, his father sweated this one. This is not normal. This one was laid out. It's in the sun too long. This is almost a dead sperm.
You're just stupid.
I'm a dead sperm, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
It's my nickname in second grade. It was dead sperm.
Second grade?
We have a dream catcher on the wall in our studio because this is a funeral home.
It's not a funeral.
Look at this right here. It looks like I swallowed something.
Did you swallow something?
It looks like I did. I hear the bird hollering.
He is.
I don't think anybody has looked at this. We've been on for 21 minutes. I don't believe anyone has even.
Well, we'll watch it later and they'll be like, what
Right.
the fuck?
How about this? No? Oh, well, there's even less. We have a zoo. We have 2 birds.
Mm-hmm. 2 dogs.
One of them is her bird, Corky, and he's saying things right now.
He was. He stopped.
I mean,
Because you're talking about him. There he is. I'm talking, so he'll talk now.
he's
Do you hear my voice? I found out earlier today that Corky does say a lot of weird things, but I think he's repeating what he heard in the house he was in for what? He's 50 years old, so he was there for like 49 years. And one of the things that he says is, I want to go out. Well, it sounds like that, but he's saying, let me out, because I guess the brothers that he grew up with would fight and they would scream at each other. So it's not like the football calls that we think it is. It's him going, get out!
he probably did it for like 30 years. He just for 30 years he said these things, and now that he's here, he's like, I'm gonna keep saying them.
He had this whole fight going on. So I guess the 2 brothers are fighting. They get off me, Robert! Da! And then he's like, Mama! 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 And he's going off. He's like, get off of me! And
He's doing it now. He's saying Mama right now.
He just kept calling, Mama, get him off of me! Mama, help! And he kept saying that. And I'm like, what is he doing?
Here's the difference in our bird. Her bird is saying things to us. We have this almost the same bird. Mine's a Amazon lilac.
Lilac crested
Lilac crested
Amazon.
Amazon. Hers is a double-breasted.
Yellow-headed Amazon.
Very similar
Yes.
birds.
Yes.
And hers is talking, and mine says, blah, blah, just going, not saying shit. Just freaking out. Blah, blah. The Corky's going, hello, tea and crumpets. And my bird's like going, fire, just losing it. And of course, the animals are out there. The cats ignore the birds usually. They'll sit and just stare at them and evil eye them, and the birds will be like, come get some. I mean, the birds aren't scared of them. Of course, the cats would win. But the dogs, they don't like it at all. They'll stare them down. And then Tiggy will do his mass attack of go to sleep. That's what Tiggy does. He just fall out and go to sleep.
Guess what Tiggy's favorite trick is?
What is it?
To just not move.
Yeah. His best trick is stay. You know, you can say that to him and he won't move for like 3 hours. He's literally my our 200-pound Newfoundland is like having an ottoman that is alive, and it just has to get up and move every now and then
A
and take a
bearskin rug.
shit. Yeah,
That's what he is.
and scare people because
Yeah,
you know.
he does scare people. But, you know, he is learning how to block my entries throughout the entire house much better than he used to. I mean, like, he's got this down to a science where no matter where I try to step around him, I'm probably going to step on fur. And he's like, and then he'll look at me like, you just woke me up.
His nickname's the Wall because you'll walk and you move, get out of the way. He's just like, I'm like, you're like a wall. It's like I have to walk around you. And this is every day. This is not once in a while. This is every day of the week. It's like this.
Oh, well, at least you get to walk around him. He, like, strategically places himself that no matter what I do, I'm going to step on him or his fur. He's like, this is just right. And he laid like that all evening, all night last night, because I got up to pee twice. And he was in the same position. He didn't even grunt.
I'm a peer too.
He didn't grunt. He didn't
He grunts all the time.
He just laid there.
He grunts like he's a gorilla.
And pretended he was asleep. I know he wasn't.
He's other people think he's so mean looking, and I'll pet him on the couch. He'll walk up to me face to face now while I'm watching TV, and he looks at me like a child. I mean, he just his big brown. You can just tell he didn't really he was never really a puppy. He was in a big carrier. I don't think he ever got to be a puppy. So I think he kind of what do you call it? Not fixated, but I think he kind of what's the word? He thinks that we're the ones that saved him. Dogs know that for sure. Dogs and cats, they know that. So I think that's why he's extra nice to me. He wants to get love on him and scratch his chin and he's pretty awesome, man. We got all our animals are awesome. She tried to bring home another one.
I did.
Not doing it.
He's now the cemetery mascot, and he's going.
Cemetery has a cat.
The cemetery.
Sure,
has
it should.
Cat now.
It should be all black too.
He's not. He's just a tabby.
Yeah,
he's adorable. But somebody dropped him off and left him in front of the funeral
cemetery.
home or in the cemetery. He had a collar on.
Who does that?
He was very cuddly.
Somebody moving away. They said, you know what? There'll be a funeral tomorrow. Somebody will run across it. Somebody will find it. God.
No, he found his way into the by the building, and they found him while somebody was sitting outside on the golf cart like they used to, and they found him when they went outside, and we're like, he went up to them, and they found out he was starving, and they fed him, and they bought him a litter box, and he gets to live in the crematory,
which is some sort of weird joke right there. Yeah, but I know all those guys that work over there. Every single one of them is always feeding raccoons and possums and Bigfoot and shit. I mean, those guys love animals as much as we do. So it's nothing to hear them saying, "Oh well, we started feeding the badgers." Last year they had like a raccoon. They had a raccoon that would go there every single day to eat. They got too fat, couldn't leave. And then they came up there with some cousins or something, or he owed some other raccoons some money. And then we didn't see the raccoon anymore. And then now there's like, they do it. They feed everything up there. I mean, it's nothing to see them. It was wild boar. Yeah, it's Florida. It'll be next time we go there, it'll be an alligator. And I'll be like, look.
Well, they didn't do anything about the one alligator for a while because it wasn't very big.
I told you that story. I was when I first started metal detecting a couple of years ago. You can't just go metal detect somewhere. You have to have permission. So the people at the funeral home said, "Yeah, you can go do the brick road, which used to be Route 1." So I was over there just stupid trying to figure it out. And they got this big retention pond right beside the school, which is on the other side of the cemetery. And it's big. It's like 2 acres, 3 acres of water, and it's all fenced. And I noticed that crocodile, I noticed it all the way across the thing. I was like, it was little. It was little. And I said, oh, there's no way that's going to bother me. There's no way. So it was no more than 5 minutes. It couldn't have been 5 minutes. It had to have been like 4 minutes. And I turned around and that gator was at the fence right there behind me. Like 20 feet. You know where the road is?
Yeah.
I was on the other side of the road. That's how close I was.
Wow.
If he'd have went through the fence, he'd have to go across the road. But he was like, I don't know if people are feeding it. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, I'm sure that he's being fed.
Why?
All the donuts that they don't want to eat there. I can't remember.
No one would do that.
All that food.
No one would do that. I bet there's a lot of, excuse me, I bet there's a lot of, like, fish, and there's nobody fishing there. I bet there's a lot of, Tiggy just barked and decided that that's the end of the show.
Did he?
Yeah, that's what Tiggy does.
Why
Tiggy
are
says, got one view.
Oh, why are we at 28 seconds?
Average view duration. They watched us for 28 seconds.
Oh. Thank you. That is so awesome.
Thank you.
You
made the whole night, yeah.
On
this is
for
our
half
first
a minute. That's hard.
This is our first studio parlor show. It's our first.
That sounds terrible. Don't
I
say,
don't know what I'm saying
parlor.
right now.
Don't call
It doesn't
a parlor.
matter. It doesn't matter.
It's not a parlor.
What else do I say? Excuse me. I'm gonna be in Colorado. I'm gonna be in Boulder, Colorado.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm gonna be there at a place called the 28th of August. I'm gonna be at a place called Sushi. I think that's how you say it. Sushi Ha. It's in Denver. It's gonna be a Thursday night showcase. I'm gonna be on there with some other comedians, and then Friday and Saturday I'm at Gnarly's in Boulder, Colorado, and they got that name because there was a boulder there. Which would be weird if there was
Somebody please help me. I can't live with him anymore.
I had a guy come up to me one time. I was on Joe, and he goes, "Hi, man." He said, "I was born on Figure 8 Island. You know why they call it Figure 8?" I said, "Because it was shaped like a 2." He went like this. He went, "No." He didn't. He didn't get it at all. I mean, and look, everybody around me.
I thought you were so stupid.
And look, and they did it. Look, everybody that was with me, who was just as smart as I was, didn't have my back. They just went. So after he left, I was like, "Did you guys hear that, you assholes?" And they went, "That was hilarious." I was like, "What? You didn't say anything. You just left me hanging there." Every time that guy saw me too, he's like, "You a little slow, aren't you, boy?"
I watched a comedian. I can't remember when it was, like PBS or something, like forever ago. Anyway, he was like joking about how his mom would whoop his ass because he wasn't good at math and he had to figure it out. And she was yelling at him, so he's like freaking out from that. What he's trying to do is homework. And she goes, "You got number 1 and you got number 1, and what does that make?" And he goes, 11.
That's right. It does make 11.
Yeah, when you go like this, 1 and 1, it's 11.
Who was that?
I don't remember his name. It was so long
I remember
ago.
that joke. I don't know who it was, but I remember that joke.
Anyway, she said he smacked him in the next Tuesday, so.
She did what?
Smacked him into next Tuesday.
Oh, okay. Let's go. Old.
Yeah.
I'm not that snobby, long-time comedian. I'm still a baby.
I didn't see you were.
No, I'm just saying it out loud. I sometimes talk to those comics that have been comics for 40, 50 years. They're kind of snobby, you know.
What?
But then again, they're good. Every comic I've ever met has been doing that long, killed it. Even Dave Heenan from New York. We're getting off on a tangent. We're probably going to go. Hey, look, this has been fun, man.
Yes,
We did this for a few
great.
minutes on our live feed. And, we're going to do this more. We got more stuff planned. This is really just a feel-out thing. It's like first base. It really looks like a funeral home. I mean, now that I'm looking at the chairs and shit,
It does.
I mean, we need to. Can you put an urn in here? Hey, can we put stuff behind us?
Yeah, why not? You want me to put urns?
Let's do this. We'll put a shelf and we'll just have weird shit behind us so that when we're because we can make this work. This looks okay, just for now. I mean, what are we supposed to do? I mean, what are we?
I got those funeral vases over there.
We need to put a little thing behind us here. Maybe even move this forward and give it something behind us so that the stuff behind us it can be seen and
we could change it up every week and see if people that one person that saw us, notices a difference.
Sometimes it's that anonymity that teaches you humility in this business. Because I know when I first started, I worked at a club that was on the beach, and I would be the only person in the room, and he'd say, "Go ahead and start, Bob," and I'd be like, "This can't go ahead and start. They'll hear you talking when they walk by." What? He would make me start, and I would just start my act with no one in the building, and it really taught me a lot. It got me, and I'm back. I'm at Coconuts September 5th.
Oh.
I'm there at their new location in St. Pete. It's in St. Pete actually, not St. Pete Beach, but they're new and they're back open, and it's my home club, and I will be there. So if you guys are in St. Pete.
That's why you were so good during 2020.
What? What was I what?
You were good at doing that during 2020.
What does that mean? Oh, during
COVID, during the lockdown.
That's right.
You were good at faking it.
I know exactly what you mean by that. I did do a whole bunch, didn't I?
Did.
I did that one for London, England. I did that one. Remember?
Yes.
Wow, I do. It helped a lot, didn't it?
Yeah.
I got paid for that.
I know.
Remember that?
That's why I said that.
Holy shit! I remember that. I did a couple shows like that. There was another one I did that was like a chat room, but there was like a whole bunch of people from Australia or something. I got paid for that one too. I got $100 for that one.
What happened to those people? They mustn't have liked you because they haven't called you back.
And there's no COVID anymore. You can go see people.
What? Even so, they could be like, "We want you to come to England and drink tea and crumpets with us."
I think that's in my. I think that's could be a possibility. I think I have a passport.
I have a passport, but nobody.
You better write some fucking jokes, honey. We gotta sign off. Kiss, sign off, kiss.
What? Ew, that's like pornography. Nobody wants to see that.
All right. Asshole. Bye.